Hello, everyone. Welcome to this LinkedIn Live call. My name is Ilya Hadi. I specialize in building AI systems to help business owners be more productive. This is season 1, episode 7 of my podcast series. I'd like to introduce to you my awesome guests, Michael, who specializes in productivity, as well as John, who also specializes in productivity. And we'll focus on this call on their journey and expertise. So starting with Michael, if you could do a quick introduction of yourself.
Yeah, of course. So I am Michael, 39 years old. I live in Holland. And during the day, I work as an IT manager. But in my free time, I write a lot about productivity. And of course, it intertwines a bit, but it's still separate. Yeah. 3 children, married.
Very cool. How long you been living in Holland?
Yeah, my whole life actually. But my father is from Egypt, so I'm half.
Very cool. Very cool. I've been to Cairo once, and it was it was nice in terms of seeing the pyramids.
Yeah, the city
and then
is nice.
yeah, and then over to John.
Hi, everybody. I'm John. Actually, my real name is Giorgio, as you say, because I'm Italian. I'm living now in Germany. I'm coming from the hospitality world. I'm a manager of hospitality, food and beverage manager, and a consultant for restaurants and hotels and things like that. Events, was doing events with Michelin star chef in Dubai and things. And now I'm trying to switch to an online kind of entrepreneur business. Like kind of tired of the hospitality business, not tired, but I want to, let's say, explore new opportunities, the opportunities that the online world is giving us. So yeah, I'm on a mission to unleash my potential, like is written in my section. That's I'm also married with 2 kids, so I'm a little bit older than Michael, and yeah, that's it. We are living actually near, because I'm now living in the north of Germany, which is like 20 minutes from the 1 hour from the border, 20 minutes from the border with Holland, and 1 hour from Amsterdam, 1.5 hours. So
That's pretty
not
close,
so far, guys.
What led you to Germany? I've been to both countries. I backpacked Europe. I actually went to Italy for a month recently, and went to Venice, Rome. Also, where the Winter Olympics is going to be held, Corte d'Ampezzo, if I said that correctly.
Cortina d'Ampezzo. Yeah.
Yes. And so, what led you to Germany?
What I'm doing in Germany?
What made you move there?
Don't tell me, man. I don't know, me too. I came here for now. Actually, Germany is quite good. It's okay. The life is good. Not like in Italy, but the life is good. And I came here for kind of mistake. Let's say I call it like not a mistake, but I was not supposed to stay so long when I came. And then this is one of the reasons, when coming from the next question, then this is one of the reason why I get my first transformation, let's say, from my previous job, which I'm still doing actually, and starting to produce online, because I when I came here was the beginning of 2020, actually end of 2019. I came here, and then started the COVID, and like after a few months, I just came here with my family. My wife was pregnant with my second kid, and like COVID came, and after 6 months, I lost my job, I lost my position, and I found myself here in Germany without German and without job, with a new kid born, and so it was quite a disaster. I couldn't go back to Italy because the border was closed due to the pandemic, and so that's why I tried to reinvent myself and somehow here in this country, which I thanks, because they helped me a lot. The social environment here in Germany is quite good. That's one of the reasons why I stayed here at the end. But that gave me the opportunity, as we know now, from every bad happening, you have to look to the good, no? So It's what gives me the opportunity to then reinvent myself and to look for new opportunities, new things to do. And I discover also LinkedIn and the online business and all what I'm doing now. Yeah, this is somehow.
Very, very cool. So yes, that comes into the next question for both of you, but coming to John in terms of your journey. So you were in the hospitality business, right, John? And what you've discovered LinkedIn, and you're still doing hospitality, right, as like your main source.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What led you to LinkedIn? Like, what did you see when you first thought of like content creation, and what do you hope to get out of it?
So as you know, I started quite recently to do LinkedIn creation. I mean, I had a LinkedIn account also before, but I was using like most of the people like just for job hunting and showcasing my experience on my job. It was just kind of second online curriculum, right? CV. And but let's say from when I lost my job, I started to see the thing differently. So that yes, it's possible also to work from a laptop, to do consultancy. Zoom exists, so with the booming of Zoom and all the online calls. And I started to work in other things. I did a little bit of network marketing. I throw myself in the world of crypto. I invested in crypto. I did mistake also that I lost money and this, but without mistake you don't learn. So but I learned quite a lot of things, and I thought to myself. So I started also to see that there was opportunity to do business online through the social media. I didn't know how. I still don't know really how, but I hinted that there was many new opportunities that they didn't know existed. See people working from home or doing, let's say, exploiting their own expertise, showcasing online. But let's say I did many things, but nothing really concrete until I met then Dakota and other creators that open my eyes on the world of LinkedIn, and I started to think about the importance of create online a personal brand, which is something that sooner or later I'm sure will be helpful. For now, I'm doing like kind of Me Too as a, let's say, hobby, but I'm sure that will be probably much more productive in financial terms and in satisfaction than my previous job. That's yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a journey, So like,
I let out a lot of things in between the last 4 years because but this is how I came to LinkedIn, more or less. Yeah.
I see. And for anybody who's watching, just to give some context, John and Michael and I, we met each other in Dakota Robertson's ghostwriting cohort, and so that's where we first met, and that was in. We all started in February of this or January, February of this year, and so we're all looking for something to do in terms of like getting out of like, or at least for me, like looking for other opportunities that are more like entrepreneurial as opposed to just like focusing on the 9-to-5 corporate work or government work, and so that's it's basically a side hustle, but hoping to at least in my case, hoping it to be a full-time business. So then, okay, so coming over to Michael, you have a full-time job, right? In terms of and so similar to a lot of us. So what how is your journey going? What led you to?
So it also started actually with at the pandemic. Working for this company I currently work for as well. And I was talking to this guy, and he said like, it's like this coaching call. He said like, things that are easy for you are not easy for everyone. and it goes really easy for you. Like, okay, that's interesting. Maybe I should share some stuff about that. So I started a small blog, and I'm not maintaining it now, but it was, well, it's peaking at like 1,000 clicks a month, so it was pretty okay, I thought. And there I also started with LinkedIn already. So I started sharing snippets of my posts or my articles to lead back to my blog. Started doing some videos on LinkedIn also about 2 years ago. If you scroll back, you can still find them. And then I thought, okay, I need to take this to the next level. So I thought, well, maybe I start YouTube. So I did YouTube for 1 year, like posting every week and see where it got me. But I couldn't get any traction, or at least some videos had about 1,000 views. Not all of them, but some of them had. But I still couldn't figure out what was the thing there. So then I also came across Dakota actually on YouTube. He was talking about this writing, about how you can learn to write, and that's actually I thought, well, if I can learn how to write, I can also write some cool scripts for the YouTube videos. I can really, because everything starts with writing. So that's why I joined the cohort, and I got back into LinkedIn, and there, really learning how to stay focused on one subject, make it more appealing to everyone, not too cryptic, make it a little bit more general, stuff like that. So that's where I'm currently at. Still quite happy with my current job. So I'm not directly looking to monetize it, but as it is now, I think it's good. And the people in my work also read it. In my function, I can also use the stuff I'm writing about. So it goes hand in hand for now. Yeah.
Very cool. And so from your work here, you're a tech lead. Is that right? You're an engineer?
Yeah. So I used to be a programmer. I was focused on, for the tech side, on front-end development. Before that, I was a consultant, but I did also programming for a few years. And then at the current company I work for, we had the opportunity to do management and programming. So that's a nice combination for me. I think that suits me well. So I'm doing that for 2 years. Only I didn't touch also since then any code anymore. So I'm just leading some projects and coaching some people internally, stuff like that, talking to clients. Yeah.
Very cool. And then in terms of like individuals or role models, I know Michael, you mentioned Dakota as like inspiration or a spark to do more writing. Is there anybody else, whether it's on LinkedIn or off of LinkedIn, to help you do this this writing side also?
Yeah, because I was also big into YouTube for a while. I also am productivity, so I ran a lot into Ali Abdaal.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really cool how he makes the productivity stuff really accessible to everyone. I think that's really inspirational. But I used to like guys like Tony Robbins and Gary Vee, but I feel it's a little bit more niche, and Ali Abdaal made it really general and open to the public. Yeah, really impressive.
Yeah. Likewise, Ali Abdaal, Dan Koe, Dakota. That's where I got. I started learning more about writing, but then also like productivity. Also, you're starting your own business, that type of thing. So that was YouTube was like it still is more of my go-to social media, and this is also streamed on YouTube, by the way, at live. And so coming over to John, was there anybody? Maybe it was also Dakota, but was there anybody else that was a role model to help you, what in this content creation journey?
Yeah, many. I mean, I as I say, the last few years I opened my mind to everything, even too much. That's why I'm focusing on productivity, and let's say my goal is to achieve flow state, deep work, and this kind of, because it's also my nature. I'm a multitasker as a nature. I have a little bit of ADHD and ADHD, and yeah, so my role, Dakota, this, but also Ben Mayer, Ali Abdali, and also, I mean, I was not too much on the online work since, I mean, I just started a few months ago to do that. So before I was just reading. So one of my best actual look, I have here the book, as you might know.
Oh yeah, that's a great
James
book.
Clear
Yeah.
and Cole Newport. This book made me and this one and other books that I have here on my hand that I was reviewing, either for my content and also for myself. This is what I'm kind of a journey to discover the way to be more productive for myself, because I want to do many things. I have 2 kids, I have the family, I still have my work, but yeah, that's so my role models are more probably from the real world and from online world, but yeah, these are the models. Yeah.
Very cool. And so we're about halfway through the call. If there is anybody who has questions or comments, please go ahead and comment, and we'll answer it. And for John, so as you're working through this writing, content creation, what is at the moment, what is your unique value proposition or niche with I know it's productivity, but what would you say is your niche?
Oh, so here I'm a little bit like Danko, which I knew thanks to my work online. I mean, my niche is me, as I say. So I'm still trying to identify my real niche, but I believe is this mix between what I learned and what I can add from my experiences. And so, yes, productivity, but then let's say how to give the best. I mean, optimize the hell out of your life, like I write in my post always. So, like for a person like me, so father of family, but also busy with jobs and with thousands of interests, being able to focus on the task that matters and to align your interest, your let's say, with your final goal of a life with purpose. Let's say. That's it's kind of not so let's say yet identified niche, but let's say I'm still in the discovery mode for this.
Yeah, I mean it's not. I mean it's not easy. It's an iterative process, like from everybody I've heard of. Like in terms of being very unique. I mean a lot of people say to be unique, besides just having to not have generic content. Because there's a lot of productivity experts and a lot of people in AI, right?
Yeah, even too much.
Yeah, sharing your stories, but even sharing your stories is like you also still need to apply it to your expertise, which is easier said than done in terms of being unique. So yeah, it's a journey. So Michael, with your side in terms of productivity, how do you look at it? What in terms of as I don't know if you figure it out, but if you in terms of exactly what your niche is, but do you apply like your engineering principles, your engineering mindset a lot to at least in terms of your content?
So a thing in engineering is something called keep it stupid simple, which is also a term you hear a lot on content. So really simple when you're editing your posts. It's also the writing stuff really reminded me of programming. So this is really interesting. And my book was called Create a Spartan Mindset. So I used to be this really focused on the tough voice and really discipline and stuff like that. But I moved a little bit more towards also for myself to make it a little bit more softer and more accessible, because not everyone's into that style, and sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. So I'm playing a little bit with that. But I'm all about setting yourself up for it. So productivity is just systems to do some tasks, but also how is your health looking? Are you healthy? How is your mindset? Are you able to do tough things? Are you training it? Your soul, are you in a good place? Are you feeling like you're contributing to something? So that's all stuff that plays a role when you go into, like John said, into flow state. You need to be at a good place. So that's the stuff I try to focus on, to how to set yourself up for that good productivity moment.
Totally, and one of the hacks that that I saw that I disagree from one of your posts is ice baths. I've tried it before, and it's at least I tried it, but it's definitely something that I would not recommend to anybody. You still do them, right, Michael?
Yeah, that's well, the ice bath was an opportunity I got from work, from the real Wim Hof trainers. This was really cool. We could sit and we started preparing breathing and stuff, and then we could sit in turns. 2 minutes in an ice bath, and the rule was we had this body, and the body groups stepped into the bath, and the rule was when I say 3, you have to step in and you have to immediately sit. So, and everybody did it. So that was really. I'm also there with some programmers and salespeople, but everybody just did it. So that was really impressive, I think. So if you set your mind to it, and I think the cold stuff, the ice baths, the cold showers, the waking up early, that's all the little bit the Spartan side, like the discipline side, which is really not for everybody, and also not really productive for everybody, I would say.
Yeah. You did it with your team, Michael? This
It's with colleagues. Yeah, it was really funny.
Really?
50 colleagues, yeah.
But where? Not in the office, I hope.
In the office.
Really?
In the
You
office.
set up the bath in the office?
Yeah, outside of the office.
The tubes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow,
like
Cool.
5 or 6 next to each other.
Cool.
It's like 100 kilos of ice per ice bath. So it was.
This is team building. This is real team building. I did a post also about team building, and because I work at a lot also in corporate job, me too, but this is kind of experiences that put the team together also. Besides the factor of increasing your strength and tolerability, is also creating something. It's experiences unique that create spirits and it's a great job, man.
Agree. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to find what in my opinion, what makes you the most productive for whatever your needs are.
Everybody is different.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like to take a hot shower and then go work. It's different.
True. And so, with the advent of technology has been around for a while, but as coming to AI, I focus on AI and productivity. What are you guys' thoughts on? So we're still more human than machine, obviously, but using tools to help us be faster and better, is something to everyone to consider. And so, what are you guys' thoughts on how to use productivity, how to use AI for productivity? So starting, it could just a general question, and then what would you like to see that AI can't do yet for technology? Starting with John.
So AI, I started to study from more than 1 year ago. I mean, from a couple of years when just started here. I mean, mostly because I didn't want to be cut out. And because I'm absolutely convinced that this will be the future, and that we cannot pretend not to see. So use it if you don't want to be used. That's a little bit my philosophy, right? And I think you agree with me, because you are in this space. Personally, it helped me a lot to learn how to use the tools, the instruments like ChatGPT or others, mainly for the content creation, because as you might understand I'm not a native English speaker, and so many things, many mistakes can be corrected. This I use mainly for this, so for reviewing my text and for researching on my topics, which I research deeply in the books, but then maybe I use AI to, let's say, make recaps or synthesizing difficult, complex argument, and to prepare it for a bigger audience, to keep it simple, stupid, like Michael say, right? And and many of the topics that I'm talking about are also simple, but some are also complex. So and these tools are helping me a lot for this. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. But I'm a complete optimistic on AI. So I'm not afraid of this idea that AI will take over all jobs. Actually, it will probably. This is my thoughts. Most probably, AI will take over most of the job, but I don't see it as something negative. Actually, it will give us time to focus on more important tasks and things. Yeah, it's true that work it's part of our life, but I don't think we are we born just to work and do automatic job. We are born to create and to unleash our creativity, and AI can be used to replace all that job where the creativity is not necessary, and can give us, let's say, space and time to focus ourselves on this, because human nature is creative itself. So I'm quite optimistic on this. It's my nature probably, and probably I'm too much optimistic. I know there is a lot of people quite scared about it, but yeah, I'm actually curious to know your opinion about it.
Well, likewise, I'm an optimist.
Yeah,
I guess obviously, I've been a technologist. I guess similar to Michael is just most of my life, and at the end of the day, it's you fear the unknown, but if you just if you're curious and look at the capabilities and how it can help you, that's what technology is supposed to do. It's always supposed to advance yourself in terms of humanity, for the most part. And so if you look at it that way, then you can use it as a tool to help you be better. And so coming to Michael, I know we only have a few minutes left, so
Yeah.
you can just keep it a little short.
I'll keep it a little bit shorter. I've similar, a little bit different view on it. Also, like we use it at our work in programming. I think it's a really good use as an assistant. So basically, when you're writing code, you can ask it questions, and also with your content, for example, you can ask it to do some stuff for you. Ask to make a list of ideas, make a listicle, stuff like that. For example, I'm using Grammarly for my posts, so
Yeah.
it's also AI based and correcting me, and I think that's where the crux is. If you want to keep it, let's say, a little bit safe and also remain human, is that we always stay in control of the ideas and of the things you want to create, and we use the AI as an assistant to help us do that. But like John said, I think we also need to face the fact that some stuff we are doing is repetitive and that it will be replaced.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great use case for it. And so just do two quick questions to wrap up is starting with John is what would you like people to know and where in terms of your work what's the best place to find you? Maybe it's just LinkedIn.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right. Now it's just LinkedIn, the best place where to find. I totally canceled my old accounts of Facebook, Instagram, all these things because it was just a distraction for me. And now I'm focusing on LinkedIn, a little bit of Twitter, but I'm not using as for creation. So for now, the people can find me and my content here. But I have kind of an announcement Ta-da, ta-da. I'm preparing. I want to release a book, but this is a long-term project. So I can announce that I'm starting to work on it, and this is where I will condense, let's say, make a kind of compendium of all what I learned in my journey about deep work and productivity, conjugating with what is my experiences in my job and in my life, and what is working, what is not working. And this is what will be the book, adding some other funny detail. But yeah, this is for the moment. It's just LinkedIn. I'm planning also soon a newsletter, which is not yet ready, and yeah, that's it. If you follow me, follow John Lawrence, and I hope you will be well entertained. That's it.
Awesome. And thanks for the comments, Michael and Jen. I guess when will the book be released? I missed that.
I don't want to.
You're not sure.
I don't want to say a date.
Okay.
But yeah, something between 1 year, 6 months to 1 year, because I just started up, and I think it's a long process, and I cannot give 100% of my time. It's not my full job yet. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. This is why I'm trying to learn to condense my job and to focus and to be more productive, to do also this, some of my dream to become true. That's it.
Awesome. And then over to Michael.
Yeah, for me it's easy. Just follow me on LinkedIn. I also had the idea long ago to write a book. It's somewhere like 30 pages lying somewhere around, so I'm not announcing that one. But you can follow me on LinkedIn. That's where I'll be most active. Also, because I have a full-time job, then LinkedIn is more than enough for me to share my content.
Awesome.
Okay. Well,
what about you, Elia? We didn't ask you nothing to you, Elia.
You did ask me about AI. Not anytime soon. Guides, yes, but not a book. But maybe one day that would be an adventure. But thank you all for your time. It was a pleasure, and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy your journey. Ciao.